In our last video, we discussed Justin Bieber, the teen idol who captivated the world and became a nostalgic figure for generations. Today, we explore the life of another child star who rose to meteoric fame, but tragically met an untimely end. Aaron Carter, the Prince of Pop for many 90s kids. Recently, Aaron Carter's name has resurfaced in the media, sadly in connection with Sean "Diddy" Combs. Rewinding the clock, Diddy, a music mogul known for championing young artists, was recently arrested. This sparked widespread speculation, with many pointing fingers at the late Aaron Carter. Online discussions emerged, suggesting that Carter may have been a victim of abuse by Diddy. Like Bieber, Carter possessed undeniable talent from a young age. His charming, prince-like appearance and sweet vocals propelled him to early stardom. He also benefited from a significant advantage: his older brother, Nick Carter, a member of the iconic Backstreet Boys. This connection brought Aaron to Diddy's attention, leading to mentorship and support. Now, their past relationship has become a subject of public scrutiny. Tragically, the pressures of early fame seemed to have taken a devastating toll. Aaron Carter passed away in 2022 at just 34 years old. In today's video, we'll look back at Carter's journey, from his career launch at age 9, his rise to global phenomenon at 13, to his sudden and heartbreaking death at only 34. You're watching True Crime in the World, where we explore the most perplexing mysteries and thrilling stories you may have never heard. As always, before we dive into this story, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to support our channel. Thank you. Aaron and his twin sister, Angel, were born in Florida in 1987. Their family, which included 5 children, faced considerable challenges. Their mother, Jane, struggled with alcohol addiction, and their father, Robert, had a troubled past involving drug dealing during his time in the military, leading to his discharge. Together, they ran a nursing home and a small bar, but their lives were far from stable. The 5 children lived in cramped quarters, sometimes even resorting to sleeping in a U-Haul truck. Their fortunes began to change when Jane recognized the musical and acting talent of her eldest son, Nick Carter, and took on the role of his manager. In 1993, music producer Lou Pearlman embarked on a quest to create a boy band that would dominate the music scene. After rigorous auditions in Orlando, the Backstreet Boys were formed, featuring 5 talented young men, including Nick Carter, who quickly became the group's most recognizable face. However, Nick's burgeoning fame brought power struggles between the Carter family and Pearlman. Disputes over contract control and profit sharing fractured their relationship. Pearlman was a formidable figure in the entertainment industry, but his reputation was marred by controversy. Many artists he managed, including members of the Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, and other groups, accused him of fraud and exploitation. In 2008, Pearlman was convicted of running a massive Ponzi scheme and money laundering. However, before his downfall, he wielded considerable power and influence. Meanwhile, Jane turned her attention to nurturing Aaron's talent. At the age of 7, Aaron displayed prodigious musical abilities. He formed his own band, Dead End, and just 2 years later, he landed a life-changing opportunity, opening for the Backstreet Boys in concert. This performance exposed him to a vast audience and propelled him into the spotlight. With his mother, Jane, acting as his direct manager, and his father, Robert, serving as an advisor, Aaron became a constant presence at Backstreet Boys concerts and events. This not only provided him with invaluable stage experience, but also significantly increased his visibility. Despite his parents' direct involvement in his career, Aaron remained under Pearlman's management umbrella. After officially debuting at the age of 10, Aaron released his self-titled debut album, Aaron Carter. Having already captivated audiences while opening for the Backstreet Boys with the single Crush on You, featured on the album, he quickly gained widespread recognition. Diverging from the Backstreet Boys' R&B-influenced sound, Aaron carved his own niche with upbeat pop, dance, and rap music, a style perfectly suited to his youthful image. The album was a commercial success, solidifying his status as a promising young pop star. Selling over 1 million copies worldwide, it earned gold certifications in multiple countries, including Canada, Germany, Norway, Spain, and Sweden, and climbed into the top 50 of various national charts. With the backing of Lou Pearlman, then one of the most powerful figures in the music business, Aaron quickly signed with the same management company as the Backstreet Boys and joined Jive Records, home to other teen pop sensations like Britney Spears. 2 years later, Aaron's second album, Aaron's Party, Come Get It, became a smash hit, selling 3 million copies in the US, achieving triple platinum certification from the Recording Industry Association of America, RIAA, and reaching the top 10 of the Billboard 200 chart. This success cemented Aaron's status as one of the brightest teen stars of the early 2000s. He wasn't just a successful singer, he became a beloved presence on children's television networks like Disney and Nickelodeon. He even performed at Michael Jackson's 30th anniversary concert, a testament to his rising star power. In an era where album sales were the ultimate measure of an artist's success, and with media still in its nascent stages and traditional press holding significant sway, Aaron Carter became a global phenomenon, particularly adored by young audiences in Europe and America. Much like Justin Bieber a decade later, Aaron was a highly sought-after teen idol and a fashion icon for young fans. Though his career would experience its share of ups and downs, his contributions to pop music and popular culture left a lasting mark. Between 2001 and 2002, Aaron continued to dominate the music charts, releasing 2 more successful albums, Oh Aaron and Another Earthquake. Both achieved significant commercial success, reaching number 7 and 18, respectively, on the Billboard 200, while also making it into the top 40 in Canada and the UK. In Japan, the album peaked at 55. Another Earthquake sold over 1 million copies, becoming Aaron's second platinum-certified album. By 14, Aaron had achieved a level of musical success many could only dream of. This rapid ascent to fame drastically altered his life. Money, fame, luxury cars, and the attention of admirers were suddenly within his grasp. Beyond music, Aaron ventured into acting, making guest appearances on popular television series, including Disney's Lizzie McGuire. His appearance, which featured a memorable on-screen kiss with Hilary Duff, generated significant buzz among young audiences. The kiss became a focal point for teen gossip, drawing comparisons to other high-profile young couples like Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake, and later, Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez. It marked a new era of highly publicized teen idol romances. Just a year and a half after his relationship with Hilary Duff ended, Aaron began dating Lindsay Lohan, fueling a highly publicized feud between the two Disney stars. Years later, after witnessing Hilary Duff's happiness with her family, Aaron admitted to lingering feelings of heartbreak and regret over their breakup. "Sometimes I think to myself, maybe that could have been me, but it didn't work out that way," he confessed in an interview. "All I can do is wish her the best, and she knows I'll always love her." At the time, Aaron was too young to understand the complexities of love and life, that some opportunities, once missed, are gone forever, and that even the brightest moments of youth eventually fade. In 2002, just as Aaron's career was soaring, his family plunged into a financial crisis. His parents sued his manager, Lou Pearlman, alleging misappropriation of royalties. Though the lawsuit was eventually settled, the damage to family relationships was irreparable, and financial tensions escalated. The situation reached a breaking point when a 16-year-old Aaron discovered his father's infidelity, leading to a heated argument with his mother. In the ensuing chaos, Aaron called the police, resulting in his mother's arrest, an action he later deeply regretted. 2 years later, his parents officially divorced. Just 2 months after the divorce, Aaron's father remarried. Meanwhile, his mother spiraled deeper into alcohol abuse and a series of tumultuous relationships. The adults in Aaron's life, once figures of stability, now seemed distorted and frightening. By the time he turned 18 in 2005, Aaron was deeply troubled. The emotional scars from his family's turmoil were profound, and adulthood offered no escape from the pain. Like many child stars before him, he sought financial independence. However, upon gaining control of his finances, he discovered that the fortune he had earned over years of hard work had vanished. "We were going on tour, making like 40-50 grand a show," Aaron revealed in an interview, "and at the end of the day, there was nothing left." The interviewer pressed, "Do you think your mom took it?" Aaron replied, "I think so. I don't know if it was accidentally or purposefully, but I know it's gone." This brings us to the Coogan Act, a law designed to protect child actors from financial exploitation. In 1938, Jackie Coogan, a child star famous for his work alongside Charlie Chaplin, faced a devastating realization upon reaching adulthood. Despite having been one of Hollywood's wealthiest young actors, with an estimated fortune of $4 million, he discovered his mother and stepfather had squandered his entire earnings. Outraged, Coogan sued his parents, sending shockwaves through the entertainment industry. His legal battle led to the enactment of the California Child Actors Bill, better known as the Coogan Law, which mandates that a portion of a child actor's earnings be set aside in a trust fund to secure their financial future. Despite the existence of such legal protections, many child stars continue to face financial woes, and Aaron's case is a prime example. Having worked in the industry for nearly a decade and reportedly generating an estimated $2 billion by his estimate, as he reflected on his estimated earnings across 10-plus years, Aaron still faced a staggering $3.5 million tax debt, as well as credit card debts. This highlights the ongoing challenges of managing child actors' finances, even with regulations in place. From Jackie Coogan and Shirley Temple to Drew Barrymore, Matthew McConaughey, Lindsay Lohan, and Britney Spears, countless child stars have endured financial disputes with their parents, demonstrating that the allure of fame and fortune can often strain and sometimes destroy even the closest family bonds. In 2008, at the age of 21, Aaron was pulled over by police in Texas for speeding. During the routine traffic stop, officers discovered a small amount of marijuana in his vehicle. This seemingly minor infraction hinted at deeper, more complex issues within his family. Aaron's struggles weren't unique within his family. From a young age, the Carter siblings grappled with substance abuse, addiction, and mental health challenges. His older brother, Nick, and sister, Bobby Jean, both experimented with drugs and alcohol early in their lives. His sister Leslie, a talented singer in her own right, battled bipolar disorder for years. Of the 5 siblings, only Aaron and his twin sister Angel appeared relatively stable. The recurring patterns of addiction and mental health issues across generations raise questions about the underlying causes. Beyond genetics, the siblings' own accounts shed some light on their troubled upbringing. A chaotic and often unstable home environment clearly played a significant role in shaping their behaviors and life choices. In 2009, Aaron appeared on the reality television show Dancing with the Stars, finishing in 5th place. However, his solo music career continued to falter. In the following years, he attempted to stay afloat with live performances and roles in off-Broadway productions, but his star had undeniably dimmed. The unforgiving and fickle nature of the entertainment industry quickly moved on. As Aaron's career declined, his mental health deteriorated. He entered rehab, seeking treatment for his struggles. Tragedy struck the family again in 2012 when his sister Leslie, succumbing to her battle with bipolar disorder and addiction, died from a prescription drug overdose. Leslie's death exposed deep fissures within the family. Nick, the eldest brother and perceived family patriarch, was notably absent from her funeral and displayed a surprising lack of public grief. Aaron took to social media, accusing Nick of refusing to help Leslie when she needed him most. This public airing of family grievances sparked outrage and raised questions about the authenticity of their bond. Nick's actions left many wondering if he genuinely cared for his family or if other factors were at play. In 2013, Aaron was forced to file for bankruptcy to address a staggering $3.5 million tax debt accrued by his mother, taking the legal and financial fall to shield her from potential jail time. This act of loyalty, however, masked a painful truth. Over the years, his parents had quietly used his earnings to amass a considerable personal fortune, including 15 houses and 30 cars. Even after selling these assets, they hadn't shared any of the profits with him, offering neither financial restitution nor a simple thank you. Despite this personal turmoil, Aaron maintained a relentless performance schedule over the next few years, playing over 200 shows across the US and Canada. His musical style also underwent a significant transformation. He shed his bubblegum pop image, embracing a more mature and rebellious sound, spending countless hours in the studio honing his craft. Despite his dedication, Aaron's solo career continued to struggle. The mini-albums and studio albums he released during this period, though meticulously crafted, failed to recapture his earlier success. His 2017 album, Love Thee, peaked at a modest number 37 on Billboard's Independent Albums chart. The media, eager for comparisons, began pitting Aaron against Justin Bieber, citing their shared trajectory as successful child stars attempting to transition to more adult images. Aaron, however, asserted his independence as an artist, rejecting comparisons. While there had been past disagreements, both stars publicly expressed respect for each other on social media. Despite similar beginnings and navigating comparable career phases, Aaron's path to sustained success proved far more elusive than Bieber's. In May 2017, tragedy struck the Carter family once again with the sudden death of Robert Carter from a heart attack. His passing further fractured an already strained family dynamic. Just 2 months later, Aaron and his then-girlfriend, Madison Parker, found themselves entangled in legal trouble. They were arrested in Georgia on drug and DUI charges. While Aaron received probation and a $1,500 fine, the image of his arrest quickly circulated online, becoming a focal point for for public scrutiny and ridicule, arguably his most well-known photo as an adult. Many dismissed his arrest as a publicity stunt, accusing him of manufacturing drama to stay relevant. Amidst the negative commentary, Nick Carter offered public support for his younger brother on social media. Aaron, however, responded with hostility, accusing Nick of exploiting his situation for personal gain. Later, on the television show The Doctors, Aaron revealed a series of serious health issues, including a hiatal hernia, candida, and multiple nutritional deficiencies. He also admitted to abusing prescription painkillers, specifically hydrocodone and benzodiazepines, to cope with stress and anxiety. These revelations, however, were met with skepticism. Many viewers felt he was exaggerating his problems for attention. Aaron's subsequent behavior only fueled public skepticism. He engaged in heated online feuds, often airing his personal struggles during live streams and sharing intimate details of his life on social media platforms. In a series of disturbing tweets, he alleged childhood abuse, claiming he had been molested by 2 backup dancers when he was 8 years old, as well as enduring multiple incidents between the ages of 10 and 13 of his deceased sister having sexually abused and abused physically, he stated. These public accusations generated considerable controversy and became fodder for media speculation. Later, Aaron was found to have purchased a firearm, claiming it was for family protection. This alarmed his siblings. Nick and Angel sought a restraining order against Aaron, citing erratic behavior and alleged death threats against Nick's pregnant wife and unborn child. When confronted by reporters, Aaron denied the accusations, stating he had already sold the gun. He then took to Twitter, accusing Nick of bullying him throughout their childhood and posting a video clip from a reality show as supposed evidence. The conflict escalated dramatically. Aaron publicly accused Nick of being a serial rapist, citing past altercations, abuse allegations from Nick's ex-girlfriend Paris Hilton, and sexual assault allegations from singer Melissa Schumann and a fan named Shannon Shea Ruth, claiming to have autism. While some of these cases were beyond the statute of limitations or had been previously dismissed, the accusations ignited a firestorm of controversy. The court ultimately issued a restraining order against Aaron, mandating he stay away from Nick and his family for a year, underscoring the severity of the situation. 2019 proved to be a turbulent year for Aaron. He publicly revealed his diagnoses of schizophrenia, multiple personality disorder, and acute anxiety, admitting to years of huffing difluoroethane. Amidst these struggles, he reconciled with his mother and entered rehab, seemingly determined to confront his demons. A glimmer of hope appeared in 2021 when Aaron got engaged to Melanie Martin and welcomed his first child, a son named Prince. The love for his son seemed to revitalize him, providing a renewed focus on his music career. However, this newfound happiness was short-lived. He faced a relentless barrage of negative press and public scrutiny. By 2022, Aaron had relapsed, and his relationship with Melanie became increasingly volatile. Rumors of domestic disputes and ongoing substance abuse plagued the couple. Concerned for Prince's safety and well-being, the courts granted temporary custody to Melanie's mother. Aaron entered rehab once again, hoping to regain custody of his son. But his deeply ingrained struggles made the road to recovery arduous. On the morning of November 5, 2022, 34-year-old Aaron Carter was found dead at his home in Lancaster, California. His housekeeper discovered him unresponsive in his bathtub and immediately attempted CPR. Tragically, these efforts were futile. The autopsy revealed that the singer had drowned. The investigation determined that he had inhaled difluoroethane DFE, a compressed gas often used in cleaning products, and ingested alprazolam, an anti-anxiety medication. The combination of these substances incapacitated him, causing pulmonary edema and ultimately leading to his death by drowning. The coroner ruled his death an accidental overdose. However, Jane Carter, Aaron's mother, vehemently disputes the official ruling. She believes the police downplayed the circumstances surrounding her son's death and even suggests there was some nefarious interference to present Aaron's passing in a specific light to diminish his untimely demise, possibly due to his history of substance abuse. She contends that because of his past struggles, the investigation wasn't treated with the same rigor as other death investigations might receive. The evidence Jane presents includes the easily disturbed crime scene, prior threats against Aaron, and unusual details at the scene itself. Specifically, Aaron had been dead for some time when he was found, the water in the tub having turned green. There were also feces on the floor, and his clothing was disheveled, while, strangely, the nearby towel was neatly folded. Jane is particularly suspicious of the housekeeper, questioning why she didn't immediately pull Aaron from the tub and attempt CPR. According to the housekeeper's testimony, Aaron was last seen alive at 2 a.m. the previous night. Later, she heard a knock at the door. It was the police conducting a welfare check. These checks are typically requested by concerned family or friends unable to reach someone. The question remains, who requested the welfare check on Aaron? This detail has yet to be clarified, especially given that Aaron had previously instructed the housekeeper to ignore police visits, having previously refused entry to officers on prior occasions. On the morning of November 5th, the housekeeper went to Aaron's room to ask if he wanted coffee. Hearing his dog whimpering faintly, she opened the door and discovered Aaron's lifeless body in the bathroom. The official police conclusion remained unchanged. Aaron died from accidental drowning while under the influence of drugs. They found no other suspicious evidence or suspects beyond the details involving their wellness check, at least not made available to the public via news or social, apart from identifying the individual who had called for the welfare check. Just 2 days after Aaron's death, the album he'd planned to release on his birthday the following month was leaked online and circulated widely across file-sharing platforms. Intended as his triumphant comeback, it tragically became his final musical testament. Aaron's death seemed only to herald a darker chapter for the Carter family. 7 months later, Jane Carter and her husband were arrested after a violent domestic dispute that turned their home into a battleground. Both were charged with domestic battery. Tragedy struck again with the arrest of Aaron's older sister, Bobby Jean, known as BJ, on charges of possessing the highly potent and unregulated narcotic illegal fentanyl. Just 6 months later, BJ died at her home at the age of 41. The cause of death was determined to be an accidental fentanyl overdose, mirroring her brother's tragic fate. BJ's death left another gaping hole in the family, especially for her young daughter, who now faces the challenges of growing up without her mother, burdened by unanswered questions and the weight of grief. Of the once close-knit family of 5 siblings, only Angel remains, having had become mostly estranged from other members of the family, primarily due to others' family feuding and unresolved differences. The family's pattern of addiction and dysfunction repeated across generations, leaving a trail of heartbreak and unanswered questions. A downward spiral of troubling accusations involving Aaron ensued among family beginning from that point. Publicly played out within both interviews and online, that furthered distance between some relations. Despite the turmoil of his later years, Aaron is often remembered for the peak of his career, his dazzling early success and status as a generational icon, having remained an important and prolific public figure, well known even amongst young people across different regions before even entering early teen years. Aaron was mourned in memorial tweets from his teen exes Hillary and Lindsay Lohan, along with numerous tributes by the generations who listened to Aaron Carter growing up. History, it seems, has a way of repeating itself. Countless child stars, dreaming of eternal sunshine in the entertainment sky, ultimately become fleeting flashes of brilliance. The entertainment industry, a breeding ground for dreams, can also be a cruel and unforgiving place, often chewing up and spitting out young talent. Those who thrust children onto the stage often set them on a relentless, unforgiving path, and whether they win or lose, the cost can be devastating. What are your thoughts on this case? Share your opinions in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on the most compelling true crime stories on our channel.